The church bells were ringing. My whole family was watching, and my wedding day was perfect. Except for one small detail. I was the only one standing at the altar. It's a strange feeling, being in a room packed with people who love you, and yet feeling completely, utterly alone. Every single eye in that chapel was on me, but they weren't the loving gazes I'd spent my life dreaming about. They were looks of pity, confusion, and just secondhand embarrassment. I could feel the weight of their silence. It was heavier than my beaded dress, heavier than the mortgage we'd just been approved for, heavier than the future I thought was just an hour away. The air, which should have been buzzing with joy, was thick with the one question nobody dared to ask out loud. This is the story of that day. The day my dream wedding became my most public nightmare, and how I refused to let it be the end of my story. Looking back, it almost feels cruel how perfect everything was. We met in the most normal way, through a friend at a painfully hipster coffee shop. He had this laugh that wasn't just a sound, it was an event. It would start in his eyes and take over his whole face. Honestly, I fell for that laugh long before I fell for him. Our love story wasn't a whirlwind romance. It was a slow burn, built on late-night talks, lazy Sunday mornings, and the quiet comfort of putting a life together, brick by brick. When he proposed on our 3rd anniversary, on the same bench where we'd had our first real conversation, it didn't feel like a surprise. It felt inevitable, like coming home. The wedding planning was joyful chaos. Every detail, every flower, every vow felt like a promise. I poured my entire heart into it. People say the signs are always there, little cracks we just paper over with hope. Maybe it was how he'd get quiet when we talked about the future, or that fleeting look of panic I brushed off his nerves. But I ignored it, because I believed love was bigger than doubt. And I was wrong. The morning of the wedding was magic. Champagne, hairspray, laughter. My mom helped me into my dress, the one I cried in when I first tried it on. "You're the most beautiful bride I've ever seen," she whispered. And in that moment, I believed her. He hadn't replied to my good morning text, but I thought maybe he was just respecting tradition. No big deal. Just nerves. My dad took my arm. "Ready, sweetheart?" I nodded. The music started. The oak doors opened, and my world tilted. The aisle stretched out in front of me. Every face I loved was there. The altar was covered in perfect peonies, but the space beside the priest, the one where he should have been, was empty. Disbelief. He's late, I thought. Maybe traffic, maybe the bathroom. Then I saw my sister's face, pale, trembling, and I knew. He wasn't late. He wasn't coming. His best man brought a note. Just 4 words. "I can't do this." It felt like an execution of my heart. 200 people, watching my future collapse in real time. The shame was a living thing, hot, suffocating, and absolute. I sat in that dressing room, a ghost in a wedding dress. My makeup ruined, my hair undone. Everything I'd built, gone. Then my dad knelt in front of me. He didn't lie. He didn't say, "You'll get over it." He just said, "Honey, this is terrible." And he's a coward. But out there is a room full of people who love you. And across town, there's a very expensive party waiting. What do you want to do? That's when it hit me. I had a choice. I could break, or I could take back the day. He already took my future. Was I really going to let him take this day too? No. I looked at my dad and said, "We're going to the party." Walking into that reception hall was the hardest thing I've ever done. My sister grabbed the mic. She told everyone the truth. There'd be no wedding, but there would still be a celebration of love, friendship, and resilience. For a second, silence. Then applause, loud, defiant, healing. The first dance, the one meant for him, was with my dad. He just held me as I cried. Then my brothers cut in, my uncles, my friends. We danced for an hour straight. My bridesmaids, my warriors, turned it into an anthem of survival. We toasted, we danced, we laughed through tears. And when it came time to cut the cake, I didn't use a knife. I grabbed a handful and smashed it. The room exploded in cheers. It was chaos. It was freedom. It was mine. It's been a year since that day, and no, it hasn't been easy. Healing isn't linear. Sometimes the pain sneaks up out of nowhere. But when I look back now, the main thing I feel is gratitude. I'm grateful I didn't marry a man who could leave like that. Grateful for my friends, my family, the people who turned my worst day into proof of my strength. That experience taught me something powerful. I am whole, all on my own. I am not the woman left at the altar. I am the woman who danced anyway. My story is proof that you can survive the things you think will break you. It's about finding strength in the rubble and realizing you were always stronger than you knew. I'm sharing this not for sympathy, but because I know I'm not alone. What would you have done? Let me know in the comments. And if this story touched your heart, please subscribe for more stories about turning heartbreaks into strength. Thank you for listening.